I've chartered an airplane to fly us over Isla Sorna, and we'd like you to be our guide. Your contribution to your research here.
I got it, forgotten.
We have a landing strip up ahead.
You cannot land on this island.
Jurassic Park, I plunges audiences back into the dangerous and awe-inspiring world of dinosaurs. But this time with a darker and more relentless sense of urgency. The story begins with the desperate need of a family to find their missing son, a premise that immediately sets a tone of tension and human vulnerability in a world dominated by creatures far beyond human control. The lush, tropical landscapes are both breathtaking and menacing, serving as a stark reminder that nature here is alive, unpredictable, and often fatal. From the first moments, the film immerses viewers in a world where survival hinges not just on intelligence, but on quick thinking, adaptability, and an ever-present awareness of danger lurking in every shadow. From the moment the plane crashes onto the remote island, the scale and intensity of the threat become clear. The dinosaurs are no longer just background elements or isolated spectacles. They are active predators whose movements and behaviors are studied and understood only to a limited extent. The film emphasizes that in this environment, even the most carefully laid plans can unravel instantly. Every sound, movement, and instinct becomes critical. The tension is heightened by the unpredictable nature of the terrain itself. Dense jungles, towering cliffs, and treacherous rivers make every step potentially lethal, turning the island into a character in its own right, full of surprises and dangers. One of the most compelling aspects of Jurassic Park is the way it expands upon the concept of human overconfidence in the face of nature. The characters' reliance on technology, maps, and assumptions often backfires, illustrating a recurring theme of human vulnerability. Unlike previous installments, the narrative does not dwell on corporate greed or scientific ambition alone. It highlights the intimate, personal stakes that drive the characters. The fear of losing a child, of confronting the unknown, and of facing creatures with instincts honed over millions of years becomes the driving force behind the tension and suspense, making the peril feel immediate and emotionally resonant. The dinosaurs themselves are portrayed with a renewed sense of menace and unpredictability. Raptors, often the focus of previous films, are depicted as cunning and coordinated hunters, their intelligence creating moments of sheer terror. The introduction of the Spinosaurus adds a new level of intensity, serving as a physical and symbolic representation of nature's overwhelming power. Its sheer size, strength, and predatory instincts push the human characters to the limits, forcing them to confront the brutal reality that they are not at the top of the food chain. Every encounter with these creatures is meticulously staged to maintain suspense, combining practical effects with carefully timed sequences that enhance the realism and immersion. What sets this installment apart is its focus on survival strategy and human ingenuity under extreme pressure. The characters are constantly forced to make split-second decisions, weighing the risks of exposure against the potential for escape. The film explores themes of fear, courage, and desperation in a way that keeps viewers engaged and invested in each moment. Unlike more formulaic action sequences, the peril in Jurassic Park III is multifaceted, arising from the environment, the predators, and the characters' own choices. The tension is relentless, and the stakes are never theoretical, they are immediate, visceral, and dangerous. The interplay between human characters and dinosaurs is enhanced by the carefully constructed set pieces that balance suspense with awe. Every chase sequence, ambush, and confrontation is meticulously choreographed to evoke fear and excitement simultaneously. The camera work, lighting, and sound design work in tandem to create an atmosphere that is both exhilarating and foreboding. Moments of quiet contemplation are often shattered by sudden, brutal encounters, keeping audiences on edge and reinforcing the unpredictability of the island ecosystem. These sequences highlight the filmmaker's ability to blend spectacle with psychological tension, making each scene feel both epic and intimate. The sense of isolation in Jurassic Park amplifies the tension, as the characters cannot rely on outside help or technology to rescue them. This isolation underscores the film's themes of human vulnerability and the consequences of underestimating nature. Every mistake is potentially fatal, every misstep amplified by the environment and the predators that inhabit it. The narrative demonstrates that survival is not just a matter of courage, but also of observation, planning, and adaptability. The island is a relentless teacher, punishing arrogance and rewarding ingenuity, forcing characters and audiences alike to confront the raw power and unpredictability of life in its most primal form. The tension between human intellect and animal instinct is explored with remarkable intensity. The dinosaur's behavior is portrayed as instinct-driven yet terrifyingly intelligent, creating scenarios where human logic and strategy are continuously tested. Each encounter forces characters to anticipate, react, and improvise, highlighting the gap between human reasoning and the primal efficiency of apex predators. This dynamic elevates the suspense, as the audience is compelled to consider not just what the humans will do, but how the creatures will respond, adding layers of unpredictability and danger to every scene. Jurassic Park also deepens the exploration of human emotion under stress. Fear, desperation, and determination are heightened by the omnipresent threat of death. Characters' relationships are tested, revealing both the fragility and resilience of human bonds in extreme circumstances. Moments of heroism are counterbalanced by vulnerability, emphasizing that survival is not solely about strength, but also about empathy, cooperation, and sometimes sacrifice. The narrative maintains a careful balance between action and emotional stakes, ensuring that the audience remains engaged not only by the spectacle, but also by the characters' personal journeys. The film's pacing reinforces the feeling of constant peril, alternating between high-intensity action and brief moments of strategic pause. These pauses allow for tension to build naturally, making the subsequent bursts of action feel even more impactful. The filmmakers masterfully employ suspense, using foreshadowing, environmental cues, and subtle auditory signals to create anticipation before every major encounter. This approach ensures that fear is sustained and the sense of danger never diminishes, even in moments that might seem calm or routine. The audience is kept in a state of vigilance, mirroring the character's own experience of being perpetually on alert. Jurassic Park II's visual effects contribute significantly to the film's immersive quality. The integration of practical effects with computer-generated imagery creates a tangible sense of realism, making the dinosaurs feel like living, breathing creatures rather than mere cinematic constructs. Their movement, texture, and interaction with the environment are crafted to heighten believability, enhancing both awe and terror. The visual design ensures that each encounter feels grounded, even amidst the larger-than-life spectacle, maintaining a delicate balance between fantasy and realism that defines the franchise's appeal. The moral undertones of Jurassic Park III are subtle, yet impactful. The film examines humanity's tendency to intrude upon and underestimate natural forces, showcasing the consequences of hubris and the limitations of human control. The story reminds viewers that nature operates according to its own rules, indifferent to human desires, fears, or plans. This theme is reflected not just in the scale of the dinosaurs or the treachery of the island, but in the characters' ongoing struggle to navigate a world they neither created nor fully understand. It's a sobering reflection on the relationship between humans and the natural world, presented in a form that is both thrilling and thought-provoking. The soundtrack and sound design further amplify the film's impact, underscoring tension, urgency, and dramatic shifts in mood. Every roar, rustle, and footfall is strategically placed to maintain suspense and convey the presence of unseen threats. Auditory cues are often more powerful than visual ones, guiding audience attention, building anticipation, and evoking emotional responses. Combined with visual storytelling, the soundscape ensures that each scene resonates on multiple sensory levels, creating a fully immersive cinematic experience. Jurassic Park II's legacy lies in its ability to blend adventure, suspense, and thematic depth within a blockbuster framework. The film challenges viewers to consider the fragility of human life, the complexity of natural ecosystems, and the unpredictable consequences of technological and scientific overreach. It doesn't rely solely on spectacle. It demands attention, engagement, and emotional investment. Through relentless tension, intricate action sequences, and a careful balance of character-driven drama, the film reaffirms the franchise's enduring appeal and its capacity to thrill, terrify, and inspire awe in equal measure. At its core, the film is a meditation on survival in the face of overwhelming odds. Every scene reinforces the notion that life is tenuous, that power and strength are relative, and that intelligence alone is insufficient when confronting forces beyond comprehension. The character's journey through the island is both literal and symbolic, a passage through danger, discovery, and personal transformation. Through their struggle, audiences are invited to reflect on resilience, courage, and the intricate dance between humanity and the natural world. It's a narrative that resonates not only because of its dinosaurs or action, but because it touches on fundamental truths about life, fear, and perseverance. Even as the film delivers thrilling sequences of chase, combat, and narrow escapes, it never loses sight of its emotional core. The human drama, the desperation of parents, the ingenuity of survivors, the clash of fear and determination remains central, grounding the spectacle in relatable experience. This balance ensures that the film is more than a visual roller coaster. It's a story that engages the heart as well as the senses. Audiences are kept invested in the outcome, not merely through spectacle, but through empathy, tension, and emotional resonance. Jurassic Park ultimately succeeds by merging the grandeur of prehistoric adventure with intimate human drama. It challenges viewers to confront fear, appreciate the power of nature, and recognize the delicate balance between survival and hubris. Each encounter with a predator, each decision made under pressure, and each moment of vulnerability or courage contributes to a rich tapestry of suspense, emotion, and reflection. The island is more than a setting. It is a crucible that tests, teaches, and transforms, leaving a lasting impression on both characters and audiences alike. By the film's conclusion, the lessons learned are clear. Nature cannot be controlled, life is fragile, and survival demands respect, intelligence, and adaptability. Jurassic Park stands as a testament to the enduring power of its franchise, delivering thrilling spectacle while exploring timeless themes of fear, courage, and humanity's place in the natural order. It invites viewers to marvel at the wonders of prehistoric life while simultaneously confronting the stark realities of a world where every step carries risk, every sound signals potential danger, and every moment is an opportunity for triumph or disaster.